divisional. It's freezing. This is what it's about. The guy on the left said he was going to enjoy shaking the guy on the right's hand twice after beating him. That led to a brief handshake after. Back and forth we go in this game. That is a Jacobs touchdown run. Here it is, 4th and 1 late. Caleb's got it, and instead, how about Keyshawn Nixon with a tremendous pick to put this one to bed.
He had him.
Did he have somebody? Might have had DJ Moore right there in the middle. Instead, what a play Nixon makes to high point it, secure it, and that is a happy bunch of Packers who now have the lead in the NFC North. And fellas, divisional games, Damian Woody said, Bill Belichick always says like a game and a half, right?
Yeah.
Particularly given that the Bears had the advantage. I felt like the Bears showed us a lot in their competitiveness, but ultimately the Packers win this game. What was the difference in your opinion?
I mean, I think the Packers are the more complete team.
Yeah.
I think the Bears are really good, and it's a testament to what Ben Johnson has accomplished all season.
Good, better, best.
Yeah, I mean, it's the thing I was looking forward to most yesterday was watching that offensive scheme versus Hafley, because I think that both of those units on both teams are phenomenal.
Top and
and it didn't disappoint. It was competitive. The play where you have the play action, fake end around, set up, underhand to the screen. I was like, how do you even come up with something like that? And it was a joy to watch. I just think the Packers are more complete. That defense is loaded. Jordan Love, when he's on, and he was on, is one of the better quarterbacks in this league. So, yeah.
I think the eye candy in Detroit that Johnson was the architect of maybe tricked people from realizing really what made that offense great is they ran the hell out of the ball, and this Bears team can as well. But it's the Packers that win. Are they as dangerous as anyone in the NFC swag in terms of being a Super Bowl
When they
champion?
play like that, they absolutely are. And when you think about the Packers from a defensive standpoint, I'm glad you mentioned Hafley. There was a lot of phenomenal things he did up front with simulated pressure, with pressure, trying to get guys in his face. He's using Micah Parsons as either a force multiplier to help other guys get their job done at a higher level, or sometimes finding ways to get Micah Parsons involved.
Yeah.
But I go to Jordan Love, man. Like, the sentiment that Jordan Love was a turnover guy was wrong. It was just such bad times when he would turn the football over. You look at this game, he played with an ease and a comfort and a surety. Having Christian Watson back is one of the biggest gets for a team that's trying to make a playoff run because he can win right now.
And explosive.
Big physical wide receiver, fast as well, Scott. I think this team, from a personnel standpoint, I think we've always felt like they were good enough to represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. I think now, schematically, we're getting guys back healthy. Josh Jacobs had a phenomenal night as well. As much as we talk about the pass game, it's a complete team with a defense that can absolutely put your lights out if they get a lead and it turns into a drop-back pass game.
Yeah, they were banged up at receiver. Watson coming back from that knee injury last year. You see the difference that he makes in that offense. We know defensively how good they are. We saw him play this Philadelphia team in a day. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys with more than 5 hunch already. One of them is out there on the field with Ryan Clark and Stephen A. Smith. It's great to have him with us tonight, fellas.
Hey, SVP, man, we're here with Keenan Allen, the receptions leader in the entire history of the Chargers. Okay, I want to ask you this question now. They say you called the play, right? And Coach Harbaugh called you a genius. What was the play, and why did you go with that play call to get the receptions lead?
Pretty much like a speed sweep. The soft toss in front of the quarterback. Felt like it was the easiest way. You know what I'm saying? I felt like they was trying to get it to me. We call them choice routes. Just trying to give me like an easy little touch pass. Usually a choice route is undefeated, but they was playing it pretty good. So I'm like, man, let's just do a speed sweep. Like, why are we thinking about it? Let's take all the all the bad things that can happen out of it. Let's take it out. Give me a little speed sweep, and we can get this thing over with.
When I was in Pittsburgh, when Hines got 1,000, we threw him a screen behind the line of scrimmage.
Okay.
And that was the way that he got his catch.
Screen would have been good too.
Yeah.
The screen, that's solid.
Keenan, I'm looking at Justin Herbert out there. He's got the glove on his left hand or whatever. A lot of expectations for you guys this season, 8-4 right now. How do you feel about how this season is going? And how do you feel about where it's going, considering how y'all looking right now?
I feel like it's going good. Looking at the things that happened, during the training camp, we lost a big guy, Ray Shine. Keep going through the season, lost another guy, Najee Harris. Amarion goes down, Joe Alt goes down. I mean, like, we've lost a lot of pieces, but I feel like the guys, the backups that came in, and they're not backups no more. They're ready to go. Their confidence is through the roof. I think they've been, playing their role and doing exactly what they're supposed to do. And I feel like as a team, we've been, making the best of it.
Keenan, you play with quarterbacks in different parts of their career, right? Different stages. Right now, Justin is in that stage where he's ascending to be a top-tier quarterback. What or how much has his toughness impressed you throughout this season, like you said, with losing some of those linemen, but also the way that he's been banged up and played through injury?
Yeah, I mean, his toughness has been through the roof. I remember his first game here on this field, he runs through a linebacker, head on, and the linebacker gets hurt. That was one of the first plays. You're like, oh, he might be,
he might
really be about that business.
Yeah.
It's impressive for sure, but it's nothing that we don't see every day. I knew, when he came back last game, he gonna play this week. So, that's who he is. That's what he wants to do, and that's how he goes about it. And he's definitely gonna go out there and show the world how tough he is.
Walking into the season, everybody was talking about the Kansas City Chiefs, obviously reigning supreme over the AFC West all of these years. I'm wondering about the Denver Broncos along with Kansas City, knowing the division that you guys are in. How much has that played a role in elevating y'all level of play? It's one thing to just go out there and do it on a week-in, week-out basis. It's another thing to be in that division.
Absolutely, man. I think it starts with the Chiefs. Obviously, their dominance for the past, whatever seasons has been, nothing short of excellent. And, they created a dynasty with what they had going on. But I feel like every time we come into the season, this year it was Kansas City first, so we knew we had to be polished and ready to go off rip. We gonna go out there and play one of the Super Bowl defending teams, and we're gonna have to bring our A game. And that's just what it is with this division. No matter who you playing, Raiders, Broncos, Chiefs, you got to come out and bring your A game because everybody can ball.
Keenan, we know in this league, along with Devontae Adams, you've been one of the route guys, right?
Yeah.
Especially off of the line of scrimmage. But Ladd McConkey couldn't say enough great things about the way you've been a mentor and a teacher in the wide receiver room. How much pride do you take in still being able to produce on the field, but adding to the room with leadership, experience, and wisdom?
Yeah, man, it's everything. I had it when I was his age. Second year, first year in the league. Nick Sirianni, he kind of taught me the ropes of what to look at, how to beat this coverage, how to beat this technique. And, Eddie Royal, having guys, just Antonio Gates, Malcolm Floyd, having those guys who can show me, Stevie Johnson, while we're playing. And then they go out and do it, and then it's like, oh yeah, so do it like this. Okay, so bad. So I would have did it like this, boom, 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 set him up like this way instead of doing it that way. So I mean, having that firsthand in the meeting room is different. So yeah, you gotta be a guy that you want your guys to look up to, and they can come ask me, and we all can pass information back and forth.
Well, I tell you what, man, if an alien ever came down and he was like, hey, I want you to show me what a wide receiver is, I turn on tape of Keenan Allen with the way that you've conducted yourself on the grass throughout your career, but also the man that you've been away from the field, man. Best of luck tonight, man. Stay healthy.
Good luck, man.
Appreciate it, man. I appreciate it.
Back to you, Scott.
Yeah, that's a real one right there in every part of it. Over 11,000, almost 12,000 receiving yards. And there is his quarterback. As Keenan said, we knew last week when he came in after injuring that left hand that he'd be playing. It's worth reminding folks, and we will throughout these 2 hours, now about an hour and a half, the man had surgery on his hand a week ago, right? Count 3, 2, 1, night, and you're getting your hand cut. I get that it's not his throwing hand, but you're still taking snaps with a busted hand that got surgically repaired.
It's pretty remarkable. I don't know, have you ever seen a guy get surgery and play that same week? Like, I don't even know from an infection standpoint if they would let you play with an incision still open like that.
Anything. I mean, we old, maybe surgery has advanced that much, but I've never seen it. But to your point, Scott, like taking snaps was my issue. Like, I was like, how is he going to get under center? This team needs to get under center tonight.
I don't think he's going to be under center if he goes.
And that's a big deal because last week we saw Chicago go under center have a lot of success.
And we'll talk to your bestie, Troy Aikman, about